this week. So you've got to participate in that. Your local market has a melting pot of different people. So when I invite somebody to a market party who's nothing like me, maybe she's 40 years older, she lives, whatever, has totally different walk of life, I'm taking her to a market party so I can introduce her to somebody just like her. Because that all exists in your market. And if you don't know people in your market, then you won't know how to do that. And that's why you have to attend week to week. Sometimes you're there to sign somebody else up, and then it will always piggyback, Somebody's there to hear my story, and I'm going to work for them that time, but then I'm going to have somebody who's just like them the next time. And that's what creates the culture that Nerium has. We're there to help other people. It's like game day, and you're a part of the team, and if you're not there, then you're letting your team down. That's like, our market parties are a huge part of what we're doing. In Oklahoma City, when we first started, we would stare at each other. We would be like, well, there's no need for presentations since there's 4 of us and we're all brand partners that are well aware of the product that we sell. And we would sit there and game plan, we would work on our list and try to figure out how the heck we are going to have somebody there next week. And over the last 8 months now, we have about 60, 80 people a week. Every single time, whoever's presenting, we always like to go up and say, who got signed up on whose team. So we do it every single time. We're like, how many did you get this week? Was that a very good presentation? It's all friendly, good, whatever. I had 3 people sign up. You nailed it. And I'm like, yes, I did. Yay, 3 people. They weren't on my team, but it made me so excited because I know that next week, somebody on my team will be there to sign up or whatever. So I don't really know how the market party is, and I don't know how many guests are coming or whatever, but do it. It so works. The regionals, that's what you're at right now. Hope you get a ton of nuggets. Hope your business is on fire. Hope you recruit out the wazoo and your wheels going nuts and that's going everywhere and you're teaching it to who wasn't here. The biggest thing I can tell you about a regional is whatever you learned, you need to take to who wasn't here. Every Saturday that I'm at a regional, I'm busy for the rest of the day taking my nuggets and sharing them with the people that didn't come. It's not like, I've done Nerium, it's already 3 o'clock, I'm tired of Nerium today. It's like, Nerium Saturday and regional day is game day, and I don't get off duty till everybody on my team just knows how excited about whatever I learned and sharing ideas. And then our huge conferences. So, I'm going to jump into game plans. Our business was really growing, and people were signing up, and we had a huge team before we really knew what a game plan was. Really, honestly. And when we really mastered this and started understanding the importance of it, it's getting a new brand partner started the right way. And I tell somebody that if you're going to take somebody's credit card and you're going to share a business opportunity with them, they're not going to be able to do it without you. They don't know what to do. We have a system in place that nobody could ever show up as an expert, nobody could ever help you with a list, whatever, and you could have success. More people will have success if you're there beside them, helping them, talking to them, and really breaking down what is their why, what's their first goal, their list. I'll say we did a little get-together with some new brand partners at my house a few days ago. I set a timer for 5 minutes. I gave the person with the most names on their list in 5 minutes a bottle of Firm. We had somebody who came in with a list of 20. She's like, I can't think of really anybody else. Her list of 20. I'm like, well, we need 100. I always tell people you need a list of 100. So she had 87 names she thought of in 5 minutes. Somebody else had about 69 names. Somebody else had 73 in 5 minutes. So your game plan, just simply set the timer. I mean, you guys, it's 5 minutes of the game plan, but you've just given them the most valuable thing to launch their business, which is their list. Then I go through and I break it up into categories. So I put a star by the people who are in town. Those are people who are going to go to parties or get invited to their first couple RRPs. I underline the people's names who are out of town, but I don't have their number. We send out Facebook messages that simply say, gotta tell you something, just realized I don't have your number. And then somebody responds with their number. If you say, hey, I'm gonna talk to you about Nerium, and you do what we did, like copy and paste the Nerium product guide, done that. And then say, I need your number because I've got to tell you about it. They'll never send you their number. So I get the numbers, which I actually did that right at the game plan. They were able to get the numbers for the people that they didn't have. They'd already started responding. And then I just, so what did I have? Starred, in town, out of town, or the others. Then I just circle the people that they are scared to talk to on their own, basically the chicken list, but it's also the most important people. Does that make sense? If they're scared to talk to them and these are the people that they're naturally going to go to, those are the giants. So I always say, you're going to put a circle around the people who, if they join your team, they'll make you a fortune. And they're all excited to do that. But if I say, like, who are you intimidated to talk to, who, has had a ton of success, they're going to, they're not as excited to circle them. So we go through, we do all those. Those are going to be the ones that I'm going to reach out to them, make the first exposure with them right then before we ever leave. Okay? If you can get to people's top 10 list right when they sign up, they're going to have success. Because those people they were scared to talk to, there's people, we didn't do that when I got signed up. There's still people out of probably those that I still haven't talked to. Because I'm still scared to talk to them. How crazy is that? It never changes. So you're going to book an invite to the RRP. That's where most people make the biggest mistake is they say, well, I don't want to do parties. And I'm like, okay, then why did you sign up? Oh, it was to do this? Okay, well then we need to have parties. Just trust me. Let's just do it. I promise. They'll be fun. Let's invite like their barbecue or girls' night or whatever, and I'll sit here and do it with you. Okay? Parties are huge. The product prospecting system. So I'm also going to select on their list, usually some out of the top 10, maybe one out of town, depending on which pack they come in. Who's going to touch the product first? Raise your hand in the room if you gave the product to let somebody try to the wrong person when you got started. The wrong person. You just got excited and you were just like, oh, here. And then you're like, oh, God, I should have never given it to her. I didn't say the right thing. I'm never going to get the bottle back. Like, I had somebody come into town and she was flying out the next morning. And I just said, oh, here, you got to try this. And then she was like gone the next day. And I could never get a hold of her. And so I want to sit down as their sponsor and help select the best people on her list to try the product with them. And then I want to introduce the 8-point system because that's key to their success in their first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. People say, how do you get Alexis in 90 days? 8 points a day. You're going to screw up a lot, but here's the only thing that you have to do. 8 points every day. You're going to say the wrong thing. You're going to send somebody bogus long messages, say too much. But if you keep doing 8 points a day, you can earn Alexis in 90 days. And then just connect them to the rhythm, the calls. Training parties, Nick talked a lot about. Nerium University's changed our business. When somebody's really discouraged and down, and they come to a Nerium U with somebody who just signed up a brand partner, they get excited again because they're excited for that person. They leave excited because they're like, it's not just me, I'm down, but so-and-so signed up somebody, I can sign up somebody this week. That's why you can't watch Nerium University by yourself. And if you're watching Nerium U by yourself because maybe you drove here from out of town and there's no one in your whole town where you live, go sponsor 3 people just for the simple fact that you can have a Nerium U. And it will help you. It builds my confidence. Like whenever I know that I shared somebody a tip and then they come back next week and they're like, I did it at work. I'm like, yay, something I do works because this week everything I've been doing hasn't seemed to work. We all do that. And that's where those really, really come into place. So now into parties. How am I on time? Okay. Real results parties. So the part of our business is the parties. So if you say when you get started, well, I'm not really going to do parties. Well, silly, okay? This is like the fortune. You can talk to one person at a time or you can talk to a room of 5 at once. I don't know, which do you want to do? Make a little bit of money, make a lot of money. This is like duplication live in people's homes. You can have one expert that can talk to many people at once. We FaceTime and Skype into so many parties. So if your team, say you sign up your sister who lives in California, you're like, I just can't help her with her parties. It's like, oh yeah, you can, thanks to technology. Like, it's just the same. You can hear it, you can smile, you can answer questions, you can do whatever. I remember when I first got started, I remember sitting at my computer with like pajama bottoms on, and then I would be like, wine? I would be like at the wine and cheese party in my pajamas. This is like the greatest job ever. And so the parties just really have fun with it and invite people like you're inviting to your kid's birthday or your barbecue or whatever. The weirdest thing is when you call somebody and you're like, I started selling Nerium and I just am gonna have this party and you're gonna wanna buy it and no one comes. Or you do a Facebook post or an invite text, nobody shows up because they've all been invited to things like that. Nobody wants to come and do another thing. But, you know, if you get excited, you know, people who do it together, I always tell Nick, like, can you call your friends and tell them that you're excited about what your wife's doing and that they should bring their wives and come hear about it and that you're going to grill out for them? Because everybody would come, you know what I mean? And so I give two analogies. If you're just starting, pretend the product was bought at Sephora and you're just going to tell your friends about it so then tomorrow they can go back to Sephora and get it. Because you will not feel weird about inviting everybody you know to go help Sephora become a billion-dollar company. But yet, when it has to do with you, you're like, I don't want to call anybody. It's like, that's so weird. That is so weird. This is for your future. Call everybody. You should stand on a mountaintop and scream it to everybody. But you just get scared and fearful. So get the 20 seconds of confidence, call through the list. That's why I say it's always fun to do it with a sponsor because they've already invited people to parties. They know that parties work. They've had people sign up at parties. So it's just fun to do that with the person next to you. We always say that it's to sign up. I mean, it's really to sign up business. It's to sign up customers and brand partners. So you're not going to have your bottles out sitting out as samples for the people who came to your party. Like, that would be the work that you would do outside of your party. So if somebody's tried the product, I just always say, hey, I know that I let you try it this week, and I'm so excited you're coming to the party. If anybody asks, I haven't given everybody samples because you're just one of my favorites. That's why I picked you. But when you come to the party, just tell everybody you're already using it and you're loving it so far. I don't want anybody to yell out at the party, well, I've been sampling it for 5 days, and then all my friends look and go, are you kidding me? I didn't get a sample, and then it's like, wow, this party just got really unfun, because now my friend's mad at me, and things like that. So I like to have somebody there that has used the product, just to simply say, I'm already using it. My skin's smooth, it's only been a week, I'm loving this stuff. And that would have been the person that was maybe even bringing my bottle back that had been trying it or whatever. I just don't want them to say, well, she let me try it, because then everybody's going to leave going, well, let me know and I can try it, and you're not going to write any business, and that's what you're there for. So when you play the video afterwards, you're just going to simply say, you might have come, you want to be a customer, you might have come and you're interested in the business, we want to answer your questions, or maybe you don't want any business with it at all, and you can have some more wine. And then I just simply have the forms. I usually say, if I'm the expert, I'm just handing people forms. Oh, do you want the customer or the brand partner? I'd love to do that. It's weird if I was inviting my own friends and I'm like asking my next door neighbor, brand partner or customer? But like if you're the person helping with the party, like you don't know that that's her neighbor. I mean, you're just like, which do you want? Oh, none of them? Okay, great, that's fine, you know. But it actually works. I've found that I think it improves sales tremendously to go ahead and put it in their hand. So if I'm at a party that, you know, maybe I'm the expert and I was talking and their sister's there, I'm like, hey sister, you got one job, to hand people whichever form they want. She doesn't care, it's not her business, she's not nervous. Anybody can do that job, but I think it's an important job. So anyways, so in-home parties, these are ones that you do at home with people that you know, that you would invite to something at your home. So if I met somebody at Target, whenever I leave here, I'm not going to invite them to my next home party. I'm going to invite them to the market party. So people that you meet out on the market or people that you meet around town, you're going to invite them to the market party. And then 3 or free parties, I don't know if we stress this enough, with the ultimate combo pack. If you're a brand partner right now and you know what the ultimate combo pack is, please raise your hand. Okay, good. We got a good group of people. Okay, so the ultimate combo pack is improving my results with people wanting to do 3 or free parties. You know why? The $80 bottle, they were like, that's a bargain. I'm not using any other products. I'm good with it. $80, that's great. You want to get it for free? And like, very few of my friends said that they wanted to do a party to get it for free. Didn't make sense to me, but I was fine with them paying for it or getting it for free. Either way they chose. Now that we have night, day, firm, they want all of them. $150 is a bargain off of $263 or whatever it is. But when I tell them you could get $80 taken off by just sharing this with your friends, they're like all about it. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, statistic, like just this week alone, I've booked three or free parties, and I've maybe done, in the last months before that, not even that many, okay? So 3 or free parties now with customers getting the ultimate combo pack, I think are gonna really, really be important. Because people will want to get the night cream free, the day cream will be free after 90 days, and then the firm is all they pay for and they get it for 30 bucks. Are you kidding me? Like, people are gonna go nuts over this. And then the 3 or free parties are gonna grow like wildfire, because if somebody signs up for the ultimate combo pack at a 3 or free party, what are they gonna do? Have a 3 or free party. Like, just the duplication system. So this is the weekly gauge. You want to make sure that about 15 points a week are from staying connected to the company. I kind of say that's like your lifeline. So if you're like feeling kind of dry or down, then you haven't gone to Nerium, haven't listened to the calls, haven't read the emails, you don't know why or what you're missing with the company. So you're just unplugged. I always say, it's like if you were on life support and you unplugged it and you're like, why am I dying? Well, maybe you shouldn't stay connected. That's what we do with the system, right? Okay, so activity points are really where you see the results. We only focus on the points you get from them because we know the results will come. So 2 a day, you could get those 20 points in. Follow-up, three-way calls. Personal activity, about 30. So when somebody says to me, I'm doing 40 points, I've done it for 3 months and I have no brand partners. I'm like, well, have you read a lot of emails?